video, we will explore the molecule database within ChemChem, or ChemConnect. So first we get into the query mode. We go to press the query button. And for example, we don't know exactly which molecule we want to look at, but for example, if we enter C4H9O, and we'll look for, this can be considered a molecule name or even an isomer designation. And then when we enter this, we see where this appeared. First of all, you see it as appeared as an isomer. So this is as an isomer here the whole time, and we can see whether, yeah. So now we have a list of where the isomers within all the databases from this, and we see that's used in many databases. And now if we can, and what one sees here is one sees the database Galway and heptane, that, or we look at another one, the natural gas. Let's see if I can find it. Or if we look at the natural gas one, now if we look at this specific molecule, this is the information about the specific molecule within this mechanism, within the natural gas mechanism. And if we want to find more information about this, we click the arrow, and that puts this whole thing as a search term, in other words, this specific reaction, and we get the information about that specific reaction. For example, within that mechanism, it is a reactant. In this one, it is a product. In this particular reaction, and a reactant here, it's a mechanism molecule. We can look at transport properties. And for example, we can look at, we see it also has associated NASA polynomial data. Now if we click under the NASA polynomial data, for example, first we see two things. How did we get here? We first did a search for this one, then we went to the specific one, and then here, this gives you the search tree. But more interestingly, if we want some information about the NASA polynomial of this specific molecule, we press this I, and now we get the information contained within that data. And here we have the specific enthalpy and entropies, the lower coefficients, the upper coefficients. We can even look at the graph of the enthalpy or the entropy or the heat capacity. Now, in addition, what one can do is one can actually, if one is comparing different values, one can actually save this particular search key. We hit save here for this one. Another menu comes up, and basically this is sort of a tree. So if you want to categorize these things a little bit more, we can have a tree of values. Here we just use the default one. So the Galway, this is basically the mechanism. This is that it's NASA polynomial data, and this is about this specific molecule, the way it's named within that mechanism. And if we hit save here, that means the data has been saved. And now if we get rid of this menu, and we go up to the top, we have search, the search key, and it was stored. Now we see what was been saved, for example here, saved, and we refresh the memory with this here, and we see the top node. Now we have the tree, or things have been saved before, but here's the one we actually saved, NASA polynomial. This is this tree we ended up doing. And here's the actual element. And if we want to look at the information again, pointing with the I, maybe not. Okay. or we can look at another thing that was saved more recently. And that ends the video of looking at data.